TV Days Drama Digest is back with another explosive update that is shaking the very foundations of Salem. Today, we bring you an exclusive, in-depth look at the latest news involving Johnny and Chanel, a couple whose future in Salem now hangs in the balance. Rumors are swirling that they might be preparing to leave town, a decision that could redefine their lives and upend long-standing family dynamics. Join us as we delve into every dramatic twist and emotional turn of this unfolding saga. A shattering revelation and its aftermath for those who have followed the tumultuous journey of Johnny. You already know that his world has been turned upside down by a revelation so dark it threatens to redefine his very identity. Johnny was devastated when he learned that his father, EJ, committed an unspeakable act, raping his mother, to impregnate her. This horrifying truth not only shattered Johnny's faith in his father, but also ripped apart the very fabric of their relationship. Imagine the scene: EJ, overcome with emotion and regret, sobbing quietly on the stairs, while Johnny stands there, burning with anger and betrayal. In that heart-wrenching moment, Johnny's rage is palpable. He is so consumed by his hatred that he vows that if he had a gun in his hand, he wouldn't hesitate to shoot his father. That raw, unfiltered fury marks the beginning of a dramatic departure from the life he once knew. However, while this explosive reaction might suggest a violent showdown, it could also signal something even more profound: an imminent departure from Salem itself. The weight of family and the desire for a new beginning for Johnny and Chanel. Salem was once more than just a backdrop. It was a home, a place where they dreamed of starting a family and building a future together. Chanel, whose bond with her mother has always been unbreakable, embraced the idea of being close to family, a sentiment that initially drew her to join Johnny in his quest to create a loving home in Salem. Their decision to stay was rooted in the promise of family ties, legacy, and a shared dream of happiness. Yet, as Johnny grapples with the betrayal inflicted by his father, his desire to remain in Salem has begun to crumble. The very reason they once clung to this town, the promise of family and continuity, now appears to be overshadowed by the dark clouds of his past. Johnny's heartbreak and anger are driving him towards an uncertain future, one where the familiar streets of Salem no longer offer solace, but serve as constant reminders of pain and betrayal. The internal conflict, to stay or to leave Johnny, now stands at a crossroads. On one side is the past, a painful reminder of betrayal, where every corner of Salem holds echoes of his father's transgressions and his own shattered trust. On the other side is the possibility of a new beginning, free from the shadows that have long haunted him. For Chanel, this decision is fraught with complexity. While she has always been the more optimistic and family-oriented half of the duo, her deep love for Johnny compels her to follow him even if it means leaving behind everything they've ever known. Chanel has built her life in Salem on the foundation of family and loyalty, but she is also no stranger to the storms of emotional upheaval. Her close relationship with her mother has taught her that sometimes, to preserve what is most precious, one must be willing to walk away from the familiar. And as Johnny's bitterness towards EJ grows, Chanel is forced to reconsider whether staying in Salem is truly worth the pain it now represents. The possibility that they might be the next characters to bid farewell to the long-running saga of Days of Our Lives has set fans abuzz, wondering if their departure will mark the end of an era. The tension between past and future, the dynamic between Johnny and EJ, has always been one of profound complexity. EJ, a figure who once wielded power and influence in Salem, now finds himself at the center of a maelstrom of regret and sorrow. His actions, which have left an indelible mark on Johnny's soul, serve as a constant reminder of the betrayals that can never be undone. For Johnny, every memory of his father's crimes intensifies his urge to break free, to carve out a life far removed from the painful legacy that EJ represents. In his moments of solitude, Johnny imagines a life where he is no longer tethered to the sins of the past, a life where he can finally heal and move forward. Yet, The thought of leaving Salem is not without its own perils. Salem has been the stage for countless dramas, a town where every shadow hides a secret, and every familiar face carries the weight of history. For Johnny, the decision to leave is as much an act of self-preservation as it is an attempt to redefine his identity in the aftermath of betrayal. Chanel's dilemma between love and loyalty. Chanel's internal struggle is equally intense. As someone who has always believed in the power of family ties, she now faces a crisis of faith. The dreams she once nurtured with Johnny, to start a family and build a life rooted in the traditions of Salem, are now at risk. The revelation about EJ's past actions and Johnny's subsequent reaction have cast a long shadow over their future. Chanel is caught in a painful paradox. The very qualities that once made Salem a home now threaten to imprison her in a cycle of hurt and regret. Her love for Johnny remains unwavering, yet she is forced to question whether staying in a town that is synonymous with past trauma is the best way to honor their shared dreams. The possibility of leaving Salem represents both a risk and an opportunity, a chance to start over, to escape the relentless reminders of a dark history, and to build a future on her own terms. But can love truly conquer the deep-seated scars of betrayal? And will the promise of a fresh start be enough to mend the fractured bonds of trust? The storm before the calm. As the drama intensifies, the tension between Johnny's desire for a fresh start and the weight of his past reaches a boiling point. The thought of leaving Salem, a decision that once seemed unthinkable, now glimmers as a potential escape from the constant reminders of his father's betrayal. For fans of Days of Our Lives, this storyline is a roller coaster of emotions, a narrative that taps into the universal struggle between the desire for stability and the need to break free from the chains of history. The possibility that Johnny and Chanel might choose to leave Salem is not just a plot twist. It is a poignant reflection of the characters' inner battles. Johnny's rage and heartbreak are so intense that they overshadow the dreams he once held dear. Chanel's steadfast commitment to family is now challenged by the realization that sometimes loyalty to oneself must take precedence over the bonds that tie us to the past. Their journey is one of transformation, a painful but necessary evolution that forces them to confront the realities of a life marred by betrayal. Salem, a town of endless stories. Salem has always been more than just a setting. It is a character in its own right, a town where every street corner holds memories of love, loss, and redemption. For Johnny and Chanel, Salem represents both the promise of a new beginning and the lingering ghosts of a painful past. The decision to stay or leave is emblematic of the larger struggle faced by many characters on Days of Our Lives, the need to reconcile with one's history while forging a path toward a hopeful future. In Salem, alliances are forged and broken with each passing day, and the repercussions of past actions ripple through the lives of every resident. Johnny's desire to sever ties with EJ and escape the toxic legacy of his family is a microcosm of the broader themes that have defined the show for decades. It is a battle between the desire to hold on to cherished traditions and the imperative to break free from the cycles of pain that have haunted previous generations. As the couple contemplates their future, the entire town watches with bated breath, wondering if this could be the moment when two beloved characters finally bid farewell to Salem. The uncertain road ahead. The looming question remains, will Johnny and Chanel be the next to leave Salem? The answer is shrouded in uncertainty, wrapped in layers of emotion and the weight of a shared past that is as turbulent as it is complex. For Johnny, the path forward is fraught with obstacles. His deep-seated anger towards EJ, combined with the overwhelming sense of betrayal, has left him emotionally scarred. The prospect of leaving Salem is as much about escaping these painful memories as it is about seeking a new start where he can rebuild his life free from the ghosts of his past. Chanel, ever the pillar of strength, now finds herself at a crossroads. Her loyalty to family has always been a guiding force in her life, yet she cannot ignore the pain that Johnny's story has inflicted on both of them. The decision to leave Salem would mean abandoning a life that they once envisioned together, a life filled with promise, love, and the possibility of building a family. Yet, it could also be the key to unlocking a future where healing and redemption are possible. The dramatic implications for Days of Our Lives for viewers and fans alike. The potential departure of Johnny and Chanel from Salem is more than just a plot twist. It is a dramatic turning point that could redefine the future of Days of Our Lives. The couple's struggle is a mirror to the larger themes of the show, reflecting the perpetual conflict between the bonds of family and the need to overcome personal demons. Their story is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit, a narrative that reminds us that sometimes, the most difficult choices are the ones that lead to the greatest transformation. The consequences of their decision will undoubtedly ripple throughout Salem, affecting old alliances, forging new ones, and setting off a chain reaction that will be felt by every character on the show. As the drama unfolds, questions abound. Will Johnny's explosive anger finally give way to a desire for redemption? Can Chanel find the strength to support him even as their shared dreams crumble? And most importantly, will leaving Salem be the escape they both desperately need, or will it be a leap into an even more uncertain future? The heart-wrenching farewell? As the tension builds, fans are left to wonder if the decision to leave Salem is imminent. The thought of saying goodbye to a town that has been the backdrop for so many memorable moments is bittersweet. Salem is where relationships have been forged in the crucible of shared hardships, where every corner holds a story of love and loss. For Johnny and Chanel, departing from Salem would mean not only leaving behind a place of both painful memories and cherished moments, but also stepping into a world where the promise of a new beginning is shadowed by the uncertainty of what lies ahead. In this critical moment, every whispered conversation, every tear, and every act of defiance contributes to a larger narrative, a story of two souls grappling with their past and uncertain future. Their potential exit from Salem is a dramatic culmination of years of emotional turmoil, betrayal, and the relentless pursuit of a life free from the chains of history. The final word. A new chapter on the horizon in the end. The story of Johnny and Chanel is a reminder that even in a world filled with darkness, there is always the possibility of light. Their journey is one of profound transformation, a testament to the fact that sometimes, the only way to heal is to leave behind what has caused so much pain and start anew. As they stand on the precipice of a decision that could forever alter their lives, the questions remain. Will they choose to remain in Salem and confront the demons of the past, or will they dare to take the leap and embrace an uncertain future where hope, redemption, and the promise of a new beginning await? For TV Days Drama Digest, this is more than just a story. It's a dramatic saga that encapsulates the very essence of Days of Our Lives. Johnny's seething anger, Chanel's inner conflict, and the potential for a fresh start all converge in a narrative that is as heartbreaking as it is hopeful. As fans, we watch with bated breath, wondering if this will be the moment when two of our most beloved characters finally decide to rewrite their destinies. We hope you enjoyed it and look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe TV Days Drama Digest for more updates on Days of Our Lives.